guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been years, but we're back. And I have so much content that I've recorded, and yeah, it's just a matter of editing, juggling life. If you're a content creator, you know what it is. But we're back anyway. Let's get straight into it. Today we're doing product review and opening of Frankie J brushes, which is the creation of a dear friend of mine. Her name is Faye Pisu, and she invited me to her launch on the 28th of November this year to launch her makeup brushes called Frankie J, as you can see here. So when you support a small business, you support a dream, a family, and so much more, your attendance tonight was appreciated. Thanks so much, girl, for having me. I know it was late. I was meant to do it straight away. Life got in the way, but here we are. So there's beautiful backstory behind Frankie J brushes. Obviously, she's a mum of two, happily married, and she had a dear brother, which his name was Falau. His nickname, his name Frankie, and they were really close. They had a really close bond. Unfortunately, he was lost in 2012. By a tragic accident which had occurred, and whilst they obviously were together as siblings growing up as such, she just recalls having deep meaningful conversations with him about life, dreams, aspirations, and he planted a seed in her in terms of thinking beyond the 9 to 5 and pursuing her dreams and passions, whatever it may be, to obviously have a much more fulfilled life. So here we are. This is the manifestation of obviously those thoughts, and she put it into work and manifested beautiful Frankie J brushes. So today we're going to do obviously an unboxing. I was privileged and very grateful enough to be invited to the launch of this product. This is the product here. This is Frankie J brushes. This was the set of brushes that I purchased on the night. Now, in the actual bag that we had got on our desk, there was some goodies in there. But what she also gave to a lot of the people that were at the launch was the makeup sponge as well, obviously as a gift to try out on the evening also. So thank you so much for that. Now, just a disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. This is the beautiful black box that it came in, as you can see, Frankie J. And we're just going to open that up here. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, let's take a look. So from what I can see here, okay, so we have obviously the same card which I read out in supporting her small business. You're helping to support a dream and a family, and it's just an appreciation card. Here we go. Thank you so much. This is beautiful. So it came wrapped. I'll just remove the box here. It came wrapped in obviously the tissue paper. That's beautiful, the FJ on it. Okay, so obviously for hygienic purposes, but also because it is new, everything is obviously wrapped in plastic. Okay, so we'll just move this aside, and there we go, Frankie J printed on with the gold there. Okay, let's take a look. So okay, just from a standpoint view, from what we got already, obviously it's in a case which is compact. Now it's really sturdy, perfect for traveling as such. So as you can see, all the brushes are there, all wrapped individually in plastic. Let's just take that out. And I like this case, you know what I mean? It's very sturdy, so you could put it in your suitcase, and it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy. It feels really sturdy, so you can put it in your suitcase, and just know that obviously that it will be secure amongst your clothes and shoes as such, and it's really stable. So I'm just moving in here just to show you. So it'll be great for travel. Look at the brushes. Okay, so let's just count how many there are. Let me just take them. Just from first looking at them, very beautiful. They look very soft. So what you have is 12 brushes. Now there's, from what I recall from the launch, her saying that there was 6 big brushes. So obviously for the full face, and then 6 small brushes for the finer details like eyes. So I'm just gonna take off all the wrapping, so we can get straight into it. Take off all the plastic. Not sure if you can see if the camera will focus, but straight off the bat, they're very beautiful brushes. I love the matte black. Just looking at from a aesthetic perspective. I think black for the handle is a beautiful color, obviously, so it won't get dirty, but also just the hardware in itself kind of looks like a bronzy gold, which I love that color. But just by looking at it, you can tell that the bristles are really soft and really plush, and I'm loving it already. Now the most beautiful aspect of these brushes, which just even as an everyday makeup user, and before I even started to use makeup, one thing I noticed that she discussed was that she had named all her brushes and their purposes. Now obviously with makeup brushes, we'll just focus there, obviously you can see that says highlighter. With all makeup brushes, they can be multiple, used for multiple things, right? But if you're a new makeup user and you don't know what brush, and she even said it on the launch night that, they would say grab brush T24 or BS5, and you don't have the time of day. You're already busy as it is, thinking about what you need and what, you're not trying to keep up with what makeup brushes you're going to use to apply on the night. So generally what happens is you'll grab a makeup brush and then you'll clean it off with a tissue or wipe and then use it to apply something else. You know what I mean? So she took all the guesswork out of all the brushes, basically by naming them. Now, if you're not a avid makeup user, as in you don't know what you're doing, you really want to learn, but also you just want something quick, a go-to, her brushes are perfect. They're all named for this specific purpose. Now, obviously, you can use them for multiple uses, but just ideally, I think it's just perfect for people who are new to the makeup game, people who have been in the makeup game and they're trying to teach other people. This is a beautiful set. So as you can see, other than the hardware being aesthetically good, it serves a purpose as well. And don't you love that? Don't you love when things serve a purpose? They're not just there just to look good. So obviously you can see it says Frankie J bronzer. Let's just get the focus. Frankie J highlighter. And then we go obviously blush. And even the eye brushes, I mean, just that the actual text on here is so clear. Let's just get the focus of this camera. So not sure if you can see, it does say small powder. Apologies for the camera. But the writing is so well done. Even on the small brushes, very clear. It's not cheap at all. Just the way it's been produced, I'm loving it. Okay, so straight off the bat, aesthetically beautiful. Okay. What makes a good makeup brush? Okay, so what we're looking for in terms of makeup brushes is that it's important that they're densely packed bristles. Okay, now the reason why we want them to be dense is because the more dense they are, obviously they'll pick up the makeup much better in terms of the amount of product as well. So obviously it won't be obviously wasted in terms of powders, and makeup isn't the cheapest thing. So especially if you're buying good quality makeup, you want to ensure that you're getting good brushes that obviously it will pick up the product, but also the product will adhere to the bristles. So the densely packed bristles are important. Number two, I'd say, would be the solid handle. So the handles need to be obviously of good size, and you need to have obviously a good grip on them as well. In terms of color and aesthetic, perfect for obviously travel. Makeup is a bit dirty, so perfect as well. What I like about these brushes is obviously, see this this pattern here, this metal bearing here, it's perfect obviously to grip the brushes as well, if you can see there. Don't mind my nails, but also just the thickness of them, they're all beautifully designed, and I'm just loving the dense but very soft, very plush, very soft. Now the shape of the bristles as well is important. So if you can see, depending on the name of the brush, so this is obviously a large powder brush, okay, and then we're going to look over here. This is a contour brush, okay? Now, if you can see, the shape of the actual brush helps determine, obviously, how you apply the makeup, and also how the makeup blends smoothly and evenly on the skin. So, obviously, if you're putting this on the apples of your cheek, as such, on an angle to obviously contour, this shape is important because obviously you're going on an angle there, and you want to ensure that you're blending that way. In comparison to a large powder brush, obviously when you apply it, you obviously want it to lay flat, you know what I mean? So then obviously it will set the powder all over your face. So That is an important factor in terms of the shape of the bristles as well. They all serve their purpose in terms of what you're trying to do whilst applying them. But yeah, also the shape can determine how much makeup is obviously transferred onto the skin as well, and to ensure that you're not wasting your makeup as well, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so two types of makeup brushes. So these brushes are obviously synthetic. They're synthetic. And then you have natural makeup brushes. So the natural makeup brushes are made from various animal hair furs. Now, like we're talking like different types of animals. So if you're vegan or you're vegetarian, you just don't believe in obviously the abuse of animals and such, synthetic is perfect. So it's good if you're animals rights supporter. Yeah, go with synthetic brushes. Made from nylon and polyester filaments. Obviously, it's made and baked softer. Now, this obviously makes them more absorbent and prone to less damage. So you'll have less fallout with synthetic brushes as well. Okay, in comparison to obviously the natural brushes, which the hairs are made from the animals. Now, also, good thing about synthetic is that they're easier to keep clean, and they're the best brushes to lay up obviously concealer and powders as well. So that's good in that sense there. So really love it. Really, just from aesthetically, just looking at it, really beautiful brushes as well. But it's very soft, very soft, especially if your skin is sensitive. Very soft brushes. The application is good, feels really light. But small brushes, one of my favorites is the eyebrow brush, which we got over here in the, over here, which is the Frankie J Eyebrow brush. My camera's focusing. Let's see. There we go. Finally, Frankie J Eyebrow brush. There you go. Then we have Frankie J Small Powder. There you go. Then we have the eyeliner. Now, this is good for obviously lining gel liners, if you like the waterproof gel liners on your eyeshadow above your lid. Also, if you're trying to hide obviously your eyelashes, that's a good, nice, fine brush. Really good synthetic bristles as well. I'm loving that one. Now, this one, Frankie J Eyelid. Now, this is good to obviously put some color on your eyelid, in the center of your eyelid as well. And I love it. I love how it's flat with the bristles. Can you see how tight that is? Amazing. Okay, this has to be my favorite one of all. Sometimes you don't want to do a full face of makeup. Sometimes you just want to do your eyebrows. You want to be on the go. So first of all, you got to get those hairs tamed, right? That's what we've got happening. So this is perfect. So obviously you want to put some product in your hair, whether it be in your eyebrow hair, whether it be wax, whether it be, some people use spray, some people use soap, whatever it is that you want to do. Brush it through with these beautiful bristles over here. Again, beautiful hardware. And then obviously you want to fill it in with either your brow powder or your brow pomade. But the bristles are so good, so dense, so tight. And yeah, again, the hardware. But see what I mean? Like, just how easy would that be? You don't need to go looking for it. It's already labeled. You already know what you need. So when you're going on a holiday, you don't want to take the whole set, not necessarily. You just want to tuck 2 or 3 in your bag. You obviously want to grab the brushes that will serve their purpose. And this is perfect. Naming them, absolute genius, Faye. Love it. Okay, so we've got this one as well. This is a small powder brush. So this is either good. I mean, I can use this for multiple things I can think of. So I would either use this to either blend my eye, so obviously to soft crease it, or you could put for contouring. You can blend it for contouring. Either way, up to you. Like I said, they could be used for multiple purposes. Doesn't matter if they're named individually, but just to give you an idea of where you could use them. This crease brush, I love it. Let's just focus a bit. This crease brush, not sure if you can see the shape. Perfect for blending your eyeshadow. Girl, you need to blend the eyeshadow. You need to keep it tight. You need to keep it right. So that is perfect. Faye, again, with the labels. You're coming through, girl. You're coming through. So that's the crease one. And we'll just go through the big brushes as I did before. So obviously, as I mentioned before, we've got the large powder brush to set obviously your makeup with translucent powder or foundation powder. And then obviously you've got the bronzer, which is more angled. You see the way that the bristles cave in differently. See? But if you were to buy it without any label, you wouldn't know what they served. But she made it easier for you. Took the guesswork out. We have a highlighter brush for your higher cheeks for the girls who want to glow. You know? And also, again, contour brush, as I mentioned. Slanted bristles to obviously get in those places, in those areas there. And we also have a blush brush for the apples of your cheek to apply the brush. So I think the fact that she took all the guesswork out, honey, you helped a lot of people, a lot of women who are just, you know, this isn't guesswork. You know, who has the time of day to sit on YouTube and research? Not everyone has the time of day, especially if you're a busy mom. You got multiple, you know, things going for you. You know, a lot of people go get their makeup done. But when you take the power and you do your makeup, you learn how to do it, you become independent, she's giving you that power. So we've got the foundation brush where you apply the makeup foundation on your face, spread it out evenly. The makeup sponge. Now, I'm going to use this to do a makeup tutorial. But first of all, aesthetically pleasing in terms of color. No one likes to see that foundation color. So black is good. Black is always good. What I like about it is that there's two sides that have been obviously slanted off. Now, if you're a makeup user, you would understand one would obviously be for either foundation, the color of your foundation, the other one would be for contour, or one would be for like foundation, and one other one would be for concealer, for the lighter colors, for the highlights of under your eye, on your nose, and such. Now, what I love about it is that you can use it on any side. So obviously, flip it here. That would be underneath your eye, your cheek. This would be your contour, you know, contour color. And then obviously, if you want to get in your eye, you know, the corner of your eye to crease that area, this is perfect. That point there is perfect. So thank you, Faye, for thinking of it. I will do a makeup tutorial with all of these products, obviously using drugstore products. You know your girl. So, I mean, it's good, but I love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for Faye for having me on the evening, but also for creating such a product, especially for keeping us women in mind and also taking out the guesswork when it comes to makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Have a lovely day. Make sure you subscribe, that button, share with your friends, like it also, and give a shout out to Frankie J brushes. Get yourself a set. They're retailing at $149.95. The link will be in the bio below. Make sure you get you a set now. Have a good day.